Yo. Yo. Let's go. I never started in shadows, I started in the daylight. Old paper archives breathing dust under fluorescent twilight. Government basements humming like forgotten machines. Boxes of history stacked where nobody ever reads. No paranoid speeches, no basement mythology. Just catalog numbers, red stamps, bureaucratic archaeology. A clerk said, you look for patterns, that's a dangerous trade. Then he locked drawer 17 like a ritual he obeyed. Inside shipping routes older than the period reads maps. Corporations changing names like snakes shedding raps. Boardrooms dissolving into think tanks overnight. Same signatures reappearing in a different type. History ain't a joke and it isn't satire. It's contracts rewritten by invisible writers. You follow the ink and the timeline bends. Alliances vanish but the money transcends. This ain't about monster with scales or a crown. It's about quiet power that never sits down. No throne, no theatrical kings. Just policy drafted behind mirror wings. War gets announced like thunder in the press, but the blueprints for thunder were signed in recess. A meeting in Geneva, a handshake in Rome, and a pipeline agreement quietly goes home. Years later soldiers march through the dust, and the headlines scream inevitable like Destiny's Trust. But inevitability is often designed, a future negotiated years before the timeline. I read transcripts where senators whisper in code phrases like stability doctrine, soften the load. They never say conquest, they never say chain. They say strategic interest to sterilize pain. Markets collapse like temples of sand. Then emergency loans appear, already planned. Banks resurrected while cities decay. A miracle bailout sign months away. Patterns repeat like a ghost in a hall. Different decade, different empires call. Old generals tired and reappear in a firm. Consulting on conflicts where profits confirm. Nobody laughs here, the tone stays cold, because the evidence lives in the documents fold. Footnotes whisper loud, or damn rumors online. Ink tells a story when you follow the line. Look at the satellite budgets concealed in the brief. Look at the patents locked under national relief. Technology leaps when the curtain is drawn, but half of the breakthroughs were decades withdrawn. The public is versions trimmed for the news, edited history shaped into convenient views. But somewhere a warehouse a microfilm sleeps, where the original narrative quietly breathes. I'm not selling panic, I'm mapping the maze, connecting the corridors hidden by haze. The system ain't chaos like people believe. It's architecture designed to deceive. A contract here, a council there, private foundations funding the air. Academics debate while the boardrooms decide which crisis will bloom and which truth will be denied. This ain't a circus, a wild fantasy. It's structural power moving silently. Influence flowing through pipelines of law, the kind you don't notice unless you withdraw. Look at the lobbyists, orbiting votes, policy drafted in diplomatic quotes. Campaign donations flowing upstream, while legislation arrives already clean. The scandal explodes and quietly dies. A committee investigates under dim skies. Years pass, and businesses fade from the stage, and the footnote survives like a ghost in a cage. History's engine don't run on chance, it runs on agreements the public can't glance. Rooms with no cameras, minutes erased, decisions that redraw the borders of space. So I keep reading the ledgers, the cables, the files. Decades collapsing in the corridors, miles. Truth ain't dramatic, it's patient and slow, like tectonic plates shifting under the show. So when someone laughs and says it's absurd, I point to the archive instead of a word, because reality whispers in bureaucratic tone. Stamp verification of margins alone. No need for spectacle, no carnival myth, just a quiet persistence. So historical script, power survives by remaining unseen. Not roaring like tyrants, but moving between. And somewhere tonight, in a marble lined room, the policy draft begins quietly to bloom. Years from now, headlines will call it surprise, but the blueprint already exists in disguise. So read the small print where the timelines bend, where yesterday's rivals become tomorrow's friend. The world ain't random when the ledgers align. It's a structure of silence, hiding in time, 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 hiding in time.